Hello everybody, Mark Nehrenz here. I'm sure you know that if you clicked on the video. But anyhow, I want to take the next few minutes to share with you what my plans are when I graduate college and move on into the future world. In just about a week, I graduate from the University of Oklahoma with my degree in journalism and a minor in African studies. And as many of you probably know, my passion is documentary work in Africa, doing documentary journalism work in Africa. So here's what has brought me to this point. My freshman year at OU, I saw a documentary called Invisible Children. You can check it out, invisibleChildren.com, about children in northern Uganda who were forced to fight as soldiers. And it really changed my life and made me want to do documentary work in Africa. And so I'd never been able to go there. I just started studying it, and I finally was able to go just about exactly a year ago. I went to Kenya for 3 weeks on a mission trip to Maisha International Orphanage. So after I got back from Kenya, I spent 5.5 months as an exchange student in South Africa, traveling to all tons of different places and doing documentary videos ever I could between classes. Since May, I've been to 7 countries in Africa, and I've had my video cameras with me every step of the way. You can see all those videos at my website, which is themarksperience.com. And then came back and have been in school all semester here at OU, but I went back one more time to South Africa in February. So long and short of it is, a year ago today I'd never left the US at all, and now I've been back and forth from Africa 3 times. I'm ready to graduate now, but what comes next? As many of you know, it's not easy to find a job right now, especially not in journalism. And with what I want to do, go be a documentary filmmaker in Africa, it's not like anyone's offering a job in that right now. So here's the plan that I have. I'm returning to Kenya this summer, and from most of June and July, I'll be in Kenya and Uganda, doing the Maisha International Orphanage mission trip again, and then traveling around and doing a couple other projects in Uganda. But here's kind of the big plan, what I hope to do with the next few years of my life, and what I wanted to share with you. When I was back in South Africa in February, I showed this new Invisible Children film called The Rescue to my friends in South Africa. Now, when they saw this film, they were completely blown away and surprised that they didn't know of what was going on in northern Uganda. And so it really inspired a movement of people in South Africa getting involved. But bigger than that, it inspired them to want to know other things that are going on in across Africa. Because South Africans have kind of the resources to go north and do stuff about this. God gave me a skill to tell stories with video, and he just put me here and said, start doing it, So.
Yeah, and on a continent like Africa, then telling stories through videos can actually create like a massive awareness for what is really happening out there, and the stories of hope that there is as well.
Yeah. So I had some meetings with some of my friends, and they decided that they wanted to start something called Going North. And you can check out all about this at gaylord.ou.edu, but this all happened from a meeting I had with some of my friends in South Africa. And the idea is to start a movement going north all throughout Africa, serving in mission trips, trying to unite all different churches and organizations that are going on service and mission trips across Africa, and get them all in one place where you can see videos and pictures and find out what's going on with these organizations. So hopefully my plan is by the end of the year, roughly November or so of 2009, that I can move to South Africa for a while and help my friends start this movement of documenting all these different trips that are going out all across Africa, and documenting this movement in service across Africa. Invisible Children, the documentary, inspired me to go to Africa, and what we're trying to do with Going North is to use videos from across southern Africa, and even farther than that, to inspire South Africans to go in service to those places. So for me, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. I'm graduating college debt-free. I don't have a job, but this is what I'm going to chase after, what I'm going to try to do. So I'm applying for all different types of grants, fellowships, scholarships, and if any of you out there are able to look into this, look into what my mission is, and think you could help support that in any way, please get in touch with me and let me know. Maybe you have connections with some organization that could help fund me. Maybe you personally would like to, or maybe you can just offer me your thoughts and prayers or advice or anything. But I would love for you to be involved in any way possible. This Going North movement is going to be huge. It's hard to explain without being there what I've seen happen in the lives of my South African friends. But what's going on there right now is something that I have to be a part of, and the Lord willing, that's where I'm going to end up at the end of the year, and we'll we'll see what happens from there. So thank you for watching this video, friends, family, or whoever you are that clicked on it. I'm glad I was able to share this short little story with you, and if you've supported me in the past, I thank you so much, and I can't wait to keep telling you more stories in the future. So stay tuned. Adios. I've listed off all the different websites I mentioned in this video. We have invisiblechildren.com, that's the movement that started my whole passion for this. Then we have the marexperience.com, my site with all my documentaries. Then I've got another one with just my South Africa stories that you can go to right here. And then I have gaylord.ou.edu, and that's kind of what got started with my South African friends. So if you want to know more, you can check out any of these 4 websites.